Welcome back. Today we'll be doing 2 hours of geography games, so that'll give you plenty of time to relax and settle in. To start, I thought we could try to name all of the countries in the world, and this is a Sporkle quiz where we could do a timer where we have 15 minutes, but I think we'll just do practice mode where we can take as long as we want and see how long we take. And then our score, so this means there are 197 countries on this list. You might think there's more or less than that, but this is a Sporkle quiz. Alright, and I clicked what defines a country on Sporkle, and they didn't tell me. I have to click another link, but we're not going to worry about that. So let's get started. And we can scroll down a little more so you can see the map. There we go. Okay, we might need to make it a little smaller. No. We'll just go with that for now. Alright, play quiz. Let's start in maybe in Canada. We'll start west and go east. I like that. Canada, United States, Mexico. Very good. And then we can go to Bahamas and Cuba, Jamaica. I'm not really sure what this is. Oh, Haiti. Haiti and Dominican Republic. Oh, Dominica. Okay. That messes up our order a little bit, but just slightly. Now, let's go to Central America, into Guatemala, next to Mexico, and Belize as well. Belize. And maybe El Salvador. And what's next to that? El Salvador and Honduras. And then Nicaragua, if I can spell it. That's not bad. Okay. Costa Rica, and Panama. Okay, very good. So I think we got all those. Let's go ahead and do South America, then we'll worry about all these in the Caribbean, because I kind of struggle with those. But I know I can get South America, Colombia, and then Peru, and then Ecuador, Bolivia, and Chile, Argentina, and Uruguay, Paraguay, Brazil. Alright, and then the three up top, Venezuela, and Guyana, Suriname. Okay. Now we need to worry about these. I know this is Grenada, I think. No, well, it's one of those. It might be Trinidad and Tobago. Nice. Okay, so I know there are some that start with Saint, so like Saint Kitts and Nevis. It's not way up here, it's down here, but they need to put the words somewhere. These will be in the random order. Aruba isn't a country, sorry. Saints. I don't think Saint Bartholomew is a country. How many are those are left? Barbuda? Antigua and Barbuda? There we go. These always get me for some reason. There's so many and they're all like bunched up and I don't know which one's which makes it hard for remembering the names. So we might come back to that. It might be better not to come back to it and just try to think of them really hard. I know there's more with Saint, but I'm struggling. It almost came with me. Oh well. Alright, let's go over here. And I guess you're the east or the westmost? Maybe. So we'll say Iceland. Maybe we'll just do Europe. Iceland, then Ireland. Oh, so I guess we're looking up here now. Ireland, United Kingdom. Although United Kingdom is down here. And Denmark. Alright, let's go down to Portugal. And then Spain. And Andorra between Spain and France. And then France. And Monaco is kind of inside France. And then we can go up to Belgium and Netherlands. Very good. Now Germany and Luxembourg. Okay, so Europe is going pretty well. Maybe we can go to Switzerland. And, I don't know, Liechtenstein? Yes. And Australia. Sorry, not Australia. Austria. And Slovenia, next to Austria. Then Italy. And Croatia. San Marino. Vatican City, yes. Slovakia. Slovakia. Then Czechia. And Slovakia. Wait, I usually do Czechia before Slovakia, I think. Poland. Now, what's next? Where should we go? Up to Lithuania? And then Latvia. And the third one, Estonia. And then Norway, Sweden, and Finland. I usually group those three together. Maybe, what's next to Latvia or Lithuania? Is that Belarus? It's next to a lot of countries. Then Ukraine and Russia. I think we missed a few, so let's go back. I think this is Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's a little tricky to spell. Yeah, okay. And south of Ukraine, there's a small country called Moldova. And I'm not sure what we're looking at here, but I know we haven't said Hungary. That's not a country. Hungary. There's no at the end. A lot of them do have an at the end. Alright, so we'll say Bulgaria and Greece. Those are next to each other. And we're missing some in the middle here, like North Macedonia. And then there's no South Macedonia. Let's say Kosovo. Kosovo. And Montenegro. And Albania. Alright, very good. There are some more in here somewhere. It's hard to see where they are. Now, what have you not said so far? What's around Kosovo? There's Serbia, definitely. But what is that Romania? Did I not say Romania? Very nice. Is that all of Europe? No, there's Malta right here. And then Turkey. That's most of Europe at least. Alright. Let's go down. Oh, I kinda like it whatever this is. Is that Serbia? That's not Serbia. Oh, it's Cyprus. It's in the Mediterranean. Very good. Okay. And let's try Africa now. And we'll start over here. I think that's Cabo Verde or Cape Verde. And then let's go up to Morocco. And then we can go back down to the Gambia, which is like the mouth of Senegal. Which you can now see over here. This is the Northwest Africa right here. Okay, so Africa's a little tricky. There's Mali. And this is Algeria right here. And if we go over here, I think Senegal's this one. And north of Senegal is something else. What is that? I don't remember. Oh, is it Mauritius? No, Mauritania? Is that the right one? Is that the one I was thinking of? Not totally sure. Alright, let's go down. We'll say not Guyana. Guinea? And Guinea dash Bissau. Okay. And then we have Sierra Leone and Liberia. And if we keep going east, we can see, I think that's Ghana. That's a little further than I meant to go. Maybe we should go to Ivory Coast. Or Côte d'Ivoire. Alright, we're doing pretty well. We could say Nigeria. Or Niger, and then Nigeria. And there's Togo and Benin right next to each other. There's also Cameroon a little bit further east. Can we not see that? Oh yeah, there we go. Cameroon, this is Sao Tome and Principe. Okay, and then Gabon and Equatorial Guinea. There are a lot of Guineas. A lot of Guineas. But that's not how you spell equatorial. I think it's with an A right here. Alright, we got all those, so we can move back up a little bit. Alright, now what am I missing right here? Is this Burkina Faso? Burkina, and then Faso. Very good. Alright. Let's go back up north and get right at the northern tip, Tunisia. And then Libya and Egypt. And then we can do Sudan and South Sudan. And west of Sudan, I think, is Chad. Yes. And maybe we can do the Central African Republic. And maybe after that, the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Okay, the names get kind of long. And then the Republic? It's just the Republic of the Congo? Alright, good. Alright, let's see over here. we're kind of going north to south now in Africa, which is fine. Djibouti. And then Somalia and Eritrea and Ethiopia. Lots of countries over there. No, for some reason I'm having some trouble remembering these countries. I'm pretty sure this is Uganda and Kenya and Tanzania. Now the ones around Ghana, or not Ghana, wait, yeah, Ghana, Uganda, Rwanda, and I think it starts with a B, but it's not Bahrain. I don't, Burundi? It is Burundi, very good. That almost didn't come to me. Now we can go to Angola on the western coast. Getting close to the south tip. Alright. Let's go ahead and do Namibia before I forget it. And we can do like Zambia and Zimbabwe. I usually group those together. Zimbabwe. Wait. Okay. I don't know what I was typing. And let's see. Mozambique. I love the name Mozambique for some reason. It's so nice. Tanzania is that island over... No. Not Tanzania. Madagascar is that island over there. We already said Tanzania, didn't we? We can do some of the other islands. Comoros and Which one did we already say? We said Mauritania. How about Mauritius? Yes. And then Seychelles. Very good. Alright, let's go back to the mainland Africa. We have one next to a lot of countries. Is that the like little strip? Malawi? Yes. And then Botswana. Botswana's a very fun name as well. Alright, so there are a couple small countries like within South Africa or like on the border of South Africa and Mozambique. I think I'm thinking of Eswatini and Lesotho, and then South Africa. Okay. That was a lot of countries. I think that's all of Africa, as far as I could tell. So let's go to Asia and see what we can do. Now over here, there are a lot more countries than this, but I think we're looking down here now. Let's start with Syria. And then we can say Lebanon, go down to Lebanon, and Israel, and then Jordan, and Palestine. Maybe we can say Saudi Arabia, and go down to Yemen and Oman. Don't know where to look. We're going right here. Down at the bottom. Alright, and let's say Iraq. I think that is right there. And we can also say Iran. And there's some smaller countries here like Kuwait and Bahrain and Qatar. Not water. Okay, there's one more. United Arab. I'm having trouble talking. Arab Emirates, yes. Otherwise known as the UAE, because it's kind of got a ring to it. And we'll say there are 3 countries here, apparently. Georgia, Armenia. Those 2 are together in my brain. And then one of my favorite flags, which is Azerbaijan. Very good. Now, moving east, we can go to Turkmenistan, across the sea. And there are a lot more stands, so maybe we should knock out all these stands. If you know a Stan in real life, please do not knock them out. I had a cat named Stan. He was very sweet. Alright, now let's say Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. Okay, Tajikistan? It looks like there's another one. Uzbekistan, of course. Uzbekistan. Is that all of them? Afghanistan. Can't forget about Afghanistan. And Pakistan. I guess that's also technically a stan. That might be all. Alright, we'll say India now. And Nepal, north of India. And I usually link Bhutan with Nepal. They're like kind of similar in some ways. And then there's Bangladesh. And we could move south to these islands. There's the Maldives, which is a bunch of very tiny islands. And then Sri Lanka, which is a larger island off the coast of India. Right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and say Mongolia and China. And then we can move south to these countries. There's Myanmar. And then there's Laos and Thailand, as well as Cambodia. And Vietnam. Okay. Let's get the Koreas and Japan as well. North Korea. South Korea. There it is. And Japan. And then Taiwan. And then Philippines. Alright. Let's try Malaysia. And Indonesia. And very close to Malaysia is Singapore, a very small country. And then Brunei is also kind of next to Malaysia. It's on Borneo, right over here somewhere. Alright, and then Timor-Leste, or East Timor, maybe it is now, is right here. And we can move to Papua New Guinea, I think. Papua New Guinea. Another Guinea. I think this entire island is called New Guinea. Alright, there's a lot of small islands here. Before we get to those, I think we should go to Australia and New Zealand, just to gain some confidence. Okay, very good. Let's try to pick them out here. Alright, we can say Palau. I love Palau's flag. That is Palau, okay. Micronesia? Okay. How about Marshall Islands? Alright, I'm surprised I got those 3. I thought I swapped Micronesia and Marshall Islands. I thought this was Micronesia, and that was my Marshall Islands. But alright, what is this right here? I don't know. I don't know which one's which at this point. I know there's Vanuatu. Vanuatu and Fiji. Fiji with a J. And then Kiribati, somewhere east. Yes. Alright. Now, things are getting a little, hazy in my brain. How about Samoa? No. No. Samoa? Cool. What? I don't know. What's next? What could you say next? There are 4 left, apparently. Vanuatu. I'm not sure. Is American Samoa count? No. Okay, so yeah, we have 7 left. We have 4 in Oceania and 3 in the Caribbean. It's very hard to see what I've said so far. We said Grenada, Trinidad, and Tobago. I'm not sure. I think if I thought about it long enough, I could get these, but I'm happy with under 90, to be honest, in 25 minutes. So I think I'll give up there. Okay, so we did miss some saints. Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. And Barbados. When I said Buddha, I think I was thinking of Barbados. And then St. Lucia, sure. Then you have Nauru, Solomon Islands, Tuvalu, and Tonga. The T's. I sometimes forget those T's, Tuvalu and Tonga. Otherwise, I think we did pretty well. We got 96%. I'm very happy with this. So, these are 197 countries of the world. If you want to try this quiz yourself, you can click the link in the description and give it a shot. Learn your countries. But let's go to our next game. Here we have another Sporkle quiz called Building by Numbers. Can you pick the man-made structure when given 3 relevant numbers? I don't really know what that means, if I'm being honest. So we're gonna say practice mode and just start it. So play quiz. Alright, what was this saying? 0 wheels, mortar, or iron used in construction. So no wheels, mortar, or iron used. 80 years of actual use. That's not that long. And then 7,000 feet above sea level. No wheels, mortar, or iron used in construction. That's interesting. I feel like it has to be old, right? Like, usually you use wheels when you're constructing something. And 80 years of actual use, so it wasn't used for that long. What about Machu Picchu? I feel like they would really need wheels. But I was thinking maybe because they're 7,000 feet above sea level, it could be Machu Picchu. And maybe they only used it for 80 years. I'm not sure. I think we can go to the next, but that's a good first one. Alright. 2 division lobbies. 14 times bombed during World War II. 36 barrels of gunpowder. Wow. Okay, I really like this quiz so far. I don't know what this is. Maybe Houses of Parliament? Because it's 2 division lobbies and it was bombed. I'm not sure. I need to brush up on my history. 9 years of use as Citroen billboard. A Citroen billboard. I don't know what that means. 10,001 pieces to create the biggest Lego set ever sold. And 7 million annual visitors. Okay. The biggest Lego set ever sold. Oh. So it's used as a billboard, or it was for 9 years. I don't know. I don't really know. I'm gonna skip this one too. I want to go through all of them maybe, unless it's very obvious in my brain. 2 days closed each year, Christmas Day and Good Friday. I think that's a clue. 14 sales. Okay. 18,681 average daily steps taken by performers. Oh. So Good Friday. Good Friday. Sistine Chapel, Good Friday. I don't know. 2 days closed. What does 14 sales mean? I'm very confused about that. What is going on there? I don't know what the Kaaba is, or if that's how you pronounce it. I'm trying to remember what the Sagrada Familia is, but I'm struggling. So, I think we'll go to the next one. 3 types of columns. Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian. 80 arches on each level. And 400,000 estimated human death toll while in use. Oh, that's scary. Why would there be a death toll? This one, I'm not sure about either. Let's go next. Alright, so 1 favorite wife of 5. Okay. 2 false sarcophagi. The plural of sarcophagus. 4 sacred number represented in all aspects of design. Oh. I'm going to learn so much from this quiz. I don't know. 4. A good question. 1 Pittsburgh department store owner. Okay. 2 colors used: light ochre and Cherokee red. $35,000 for the original budget. Okay. So Pittsburgh department store owner. So something in America. Cherokee red. So the ones that are in America are White House and Disney Cinderella Castle, probably. I don't know of any others. We'll go to the next one. Oh. 1 Bibbidi Bobbidi boutique, 27 towers, 200,000 LED lights at Christmas. Well, I feel like this has to be the Cinderella Castle. I'm no longer confident, but for some reason I thought it should be. Does it have 27 towers? That's a lot of towers. I was thinking because of the lights it could be the castle, but then I was thinking a lot of these could have a lot of lights at Christmas. And I have no idea what Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique means. So it could be a Disney thing. I don't know. It sounds silly, so Disney is sometimes silly. I don't know. Alright, next. 1 bowling alley, 5 hours to complete, changeover for each new resident. 570 gallons of paint needed to paint outside the surface. Does the White House have a bowling alley? Because it does say 5 hours to complete changeover for each new resident. That makes me think it's the White House. And this seems like the amount of paint needed. I think it does have a bowling alley, so we'll try a White House. Alright, we're on the board. We did it. Alright, 0 artists lighting on their back. So none. None artists lighting on their back. So they didn't paint the ceiling, I guess? Is that what they mean? Do you need the light on your back to do that? Alright, 1 divinely touching scene and 2 self-portraits. Okay, divinely touching scene and self-portraits could be the Sistine Chapel. I thought there was only 1 self-portrait for Michelangelo. But for some reason I thought he would light on his back as well, so I'm gonna skip. Alright, 1 on stage appearance with Spinal Tap. Is that a band? 240-kilometer journey for Saracens. I don't know what Saracens is. And 6,600. Price in 1915 auction in Great Britain pounds. Maybe GBP. Great Britain Houses of Parliament? Palace of Versailles? That doesn't make sense. Alright, we'll go next. 1919 treaty. 600 fountains. And 2,300 rooms. That's a lot of rooms. Buckingham Palace, maybe? I don't really know. I'm realizing how little I know about these places. 1 petrol company. 2 equal highest points. Okay. And 58-meter long sky bridge. Is this the Petronas Towers? Yes. Alright, so there are 0 90-degree angles. Okay, very non-square. 3 facades. And 142 years and counting. Very intriguing. Very intriguing. I don't know what to think about that. 3 annual garden parties. 45 minutes to change guards each morning. Is that Buckingham Palace? And then 775 rooms. I feel like this is Buckingham Palace. Or is it the Palace of Versailles? It feels like a palace. So let's just skip. 3 months to clean all the windows and then start again. That's kind of sad. 95 can be seen from 95 kilometers away. I see. So it's large. Alright, and then 2,909 stairs. What? So I was thinking it was the Great Wall of China, since it can be seen from so far away. But I don't know. For some reason I didn't think that the Great Wall of China had windows. So now I'm just like, I don't want to click on that. So let's go next. So 0 visibility from space. So you can't see it from space. 15 strategic passes and 400,000 deaths during construction. Alright, so now this is making me think Great Wall of China once again. Because I think there's like a myth that you could see it from space. Maybe? But according to this, maybe you can't see it from space. And 15 strategic passes. You would need that in a very long wall, like the Great Wall. So let's try that. Yeah. Alright, this has 1 black stone, 3 wooden pillars, and 7 circumambulations. Whatever that is. Circumambulations. Okay. That's a very fast next, if I have to say. And we're back at the beginning. Okay. So now we have some choices to make. I'm not sure about this. Okay. So 7,000 feet above sea level. I think I'm still thinking, which one was it? Machu Picchu for this one? Although, could it fit another one? I don't think so. I don't think I saw another one that could fit Machu Picchu. Maybe this one, but I don't think they had wooden pillars, or they wouldn't describe it like this. So I'll say Machu Picchu. Very good. 2 division lobbies. I'm thinking this is Houses of Parliament. Okay. So far my gut answers were correct. I'm not sure about the billboard thing. I don't know what they're talking about. Now, Stonehenge actually makes me think it was this one. But like, they're talking about stones. One of them is black, maybe? I don't know. I don't know about the 3 wooden pillars. Maybe there's another one that fits Stonehenge better. We'll go to this next one. Alright. 14 sales and closed on Christmas and Good Friday. Oh, sales. Sales. And their performers. This has to be Sydney Opera House. Because they have like sales in the roof? Or like above the roof? Or maybe that is the roof. I don't know. But that's right. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna skip this one. I don't know about these 80 arches on each level. I don't know this one either. Okay. 4 is the sacred number. Maybe that's the Kaaba, since I don't know what that is. I've heard of the Sagrada Familia, but I also don't remember what that is, so I'm struggling a little bit. Okay. Alright, 1 Pittsburgh department store owner. Maybe this is Walt Disney. And then the light ochre, cherry red are like mixed to make maybe some pink. And I don't know. $35,000 for the budget. I think this would be like in the early 1900s, maybe? I don't know, for the Disney Cinderella castle. Let's try. That's wrong. Okay, I'm okay with getting some wrong. Okay, this was the other one I thought was the Cinderella castle. So let's try that one. Nice. The Bibbidi Bobbidi whatever. I don't know. And I'm thinking this is the Sistine Chapel. Nice. 1 onstage appearance with Spinal Tap. 240-kilometer journey for Sarsens. What's a Sarsen? Okay, and then the price in the auction. I don't know what falling water is either, if I'm being honest. Fountain. Oh, the Treaty of Versailles. In 1919. 600 rooms. Sorry, 600 fountains. That's a lot. 2,300 rooms. I'm confident. 0 90-degree angles, 3 facades. 142 years. Okay. So that'll be like 1880 or so. 1880. Is this the Sagrada Familia? Or the Taj Mahal. When was the Taj Mahal built? 90-degree angles. Or the Eiffel Tower. As I'm hovering over it. If I'm being honest, I don't know what this word means. Facade? Is that how you say it? I don't know what it is. Oh, 3 like faces. The Eiffel Tower could have 3 faces. Is that right? And no 90-degree angles. Because that makes sense. It's like a triangle. So you wouldn't have 90-degree angles. It's like a curved triangle. I like that. I don't like it anymore. It's not correct. Alright, 3 annual garden parties. 45 minutes to change guards each morning. Okay, so this is the Buckingham Palace. Nice. 3 months to clean all the windows. Okay. Okay, I don't... Can be... Okay, hold on. The windows. What has a lot of windows? As I'm losing my voice. It has to be Burj Khalifa, right? I could imagine these stairs. You can see it from far away. It's huge. Nice. Alright, and I feel like this is Stonehenge. The black stone and the circumambulations. That's wrong. Alright. Now, what about the billboard? A Colosseum could be a billboard, and it does have a lot of annual visitors. Okay, that's wrong. Or maybe this one. 80 arches on each level. Oh, this makes a lot of sense, actually. 400,000 deaths while in use. Yeah, they died inside the Colosseum. Because the people were entertained by people dying, I guess. I don't know. Alright, favorite wife? I couldn't tell you. I'm not married. Alright, on stage appearance with Spinal Tap. My guess for this one is non-existent. We have how many? Oh, we have 2 remaining. Oh, so I just have to make a guess. I don't know. 4 sacred number. Maybe it's since it says wife, it's the Sagrada Familia, because a wife is part of the family. No. I don't know what's going on with this one. Let's try the Kaaba. Okay. Alright, I mean, so we got close to the average in 5 times the time. I think it's 4 minutes usually. Alright, and then Eiffel Tower. Oh, this was a billboard. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the annual visitors make sense. Lots of Lego pieces. Alright, I don't know what falling water is. Let's actually look that up. So it seems like falling water is by Frank Lloyd Wright. I've heard that name before, but I can't think of what or who he is really, or what he's done. He sounds like a poet or a writer. Alright, but I don't know, why is this... It's nice. I do like it. I never knew about it until now. Alright, and then the Kaaba. 1 black stone, 3 wooden pillars, and 7 circumambulations. Let's look that one up as well. Okay, so the Kaaba is in Saudi Arabia. It's related to the Mecca. I don't know. Let's look at something else here. There's a stone building at the center of Islam's most important mosque and holiest site, the Masjid al-Haram in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. Okay. The Kaaba. Very good. Now, Sagrada Familia. This was the one with no 90-degree angles and the facades. Let's actually look that one up as well. Monumental Roman Catholic Basilica under construction in Barcelona, Catalonia, Spain. Okay, so this is the Sagrada Familia. I didn't know about this. apparently there are no 90-degree angles. So that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll visit there if I ever visit Spain. Alright, and I know about the rest, the Stonehenge. One on-stage appearance with Spinal Tap? Okay. I mean, it makes sense that it was in an auction, I guess. I don't know what Sarsens is. Oh, the Sarsens is a type of stone. Okay. And they had to travel a while, I guess? 240-kilometer journey for Sarsens? Why were they transporting these stones so far? I don't understand. And then Taj Mahal, one favorite wife, 2 false sarcophagi, and 4 sacred number. I had no idea, to be honest. But that was a really fun quiz. I enjoyed it very much. Alright, this game is called Pick 5, and your goal is to pick the 5 countries that export the most of some product. And today's product is mill machinery. So I guess machinery used to make a mill. I'm completely clueless in this this category, but we'll try. I don't know. Let's just try maybe Germany. I think Germany's a good country for this. They're 4th. Okay. Alright, Germany's 4th. We'll try United States. Alright, United States is 5th. Yeah, I have to try China. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Alright. These are my top 3 usually, but it's because they're usually correct. Now, after that, I feel like France could have a lot of mills, so maybe. They don't. I hate to say this, but I'm going for another European country. I'm just gonna say Italy. Because they have a lot of farms, right? I don't know. Oh. Italy was 3rd. Nice, we get silver. Alright, Turkey was high as well. But we got 4 of the top 5, is that right? I'm very proud of that. Even though, of course, the top 3, or 3 of the top 5 were Germany, United States, and China, but... Alright, very good. Let's try Tradle as well. Alright, guess which country exports these products? Alright. So it's a little bit hard to see these, but we'll get to that. Alright, gold. Refined copper. Grapes. Non-retail pure cotton yarn. Nitrogenous fertilizers. Okay. But mainly gold. Mainly gold. $16.9 billion total. Okay. Where do they have gold and grapes? I don't know. How about Croatia? Let's try that. I'll try to type it correctly. There we go. Alright, so it's 4,000 kilometers or so east of Croatia. Alright. So it's more so in Asia, I think. Maybe this could be Tajikistan? Lots of gold? Maybe not, though. I think there are a lot of mountains, but I feel like maybe they wouldn't have this much grapes, but I don't know. That's my guess, so I'm sticking with it. Alright, and so it's 634 kilometers northwest of Tajikistan. We're very close. My thinking is that we are in Kazakhstan. Oh no. My thinking is that we are in Kyrgyzstan. Okay, well. Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, they're all very close. But maybe I was thinking... Wait. Hold on a second. It's south of Kazakhstan and north of Tajikistan. Northwest. I think this has to be Azerbaijan. No. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think it has to be either Uzbekistan or Turkmenistan. Okay, I think Turkmenistan is south of Uzbekistan. I don't know. Let's see. Kyrgyzstan. It's west of Kyrgyzstan somehow. How does that work? How is it west of Kyrgyzstan? And east of Azerbaijan. Maybe it's Uzbekistan. Is that right? Okay, we got it. It was not Turkmenistan. It was definitely Uzbekistan. I am happy we got it. I was scared for a second. Alright, so yeah, lots of gold and silver. And let's shift click this. I think that's how you do it. No? I thought that's how you did it. Or maybe it's down here. Yeah. Okay, well. Still can't see much, but... Platinum, jewelry. Yeah, lots of the stuff. Textiles. Very bright color. It's hard to look at. And then metals. Vegetables. Lots of grapes. And wheat and legumes. Okay. That's good. Alright, that's Tradle. This quiz is called A Dozen Monoliths. And the question is, can you pick the country in which these monoliths are located? I'm not feeling confident, to be honest, but I thought it would be fun. It kind of seems like a fun quiz. But we will not do it in 90 seconds, I don't think. So, practice mode, and we'll start. Alright. I hope you can see this. Bin Amira in the Adrar region. Okay. Well, I'm thinking this is in... Maybe this is in Spain? I don't know. Uluru in the Northern Territory. That's Australia. Okay. The Sugarloaf Mountain. Okay, well, it tells you the city, Rio de Janeiro. So that's Brazil. Peña de Bernal. Querétaro. That sounds like Mexico. And then Savandurga. Karnataka. It's just two incredible words next to each other. I don't know what this is. The Devil's Tower, Wyoming. Oh, that's nice. That's the United States. Peño de Ifa? Alicante province. Couldn't tell you. Siguraya? Central province. What does that mean? Sri Lanka? How about the school in Monolith? How lovely. Wow. I'm gonna have to say Antarctica with an asterisk at the start. So, Zuma Rock in Niger. I'm gonna say Nigeria. Stawamus Chief, British Columbia, Canada. The Rock of Gibraltar in the Iberian Peninsula. I mean, Spain. Oh, that was wrong. Oh wait, Rock of Gibraltar, is that technically UK? Or just UK? I thought... Okay, I don't know, I'm confused now. Alright, my guess for this one was Spain, I think. That's wrong. My guess for this one... Mauritania? Oh, Spain? Okay. My confidence is waiting. Secure... Central Province, Sri Lanka. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. We got 75%. Alright, India is the Savandurga, Karnataka. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. I guess that sort of makes sense, like in the desert. Mauritania. And then Rock of Gibraltar. Iberian Peninsula. There you go. Alright, that was a fun quiz, a very fast one. Very good. So I thought this quiz was kind of interesting. It's called Time Zones in Order of Population. Can you name the world time zones in order of population? So it like gives you a population down here, and it says like what are some like notable countries or regions that are in that time zone, and what is the population of that time zone, and you have to give the UTC offset, or maybe the time zone name for each of these countries or regions. Zones, time zones. So I don't know. We'll go practice mode and give it a shot. Let's just get started. Alright, so the population is 1.5 billion. It has China, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Western Australia. That's a lot of people. So I think the time zones start in like, is it London, or maybe a little west, somewhere in that region, and it goes down. So maybe we can start. Can we click on this? Yeah. Can we start at UK and say 0? Yes. Okay. That's really helpful, I think. Alright, so that's 0 at UK and West Africa. So, I mean, I feel like China might be... like... I'm in the United States, so I think it's closer to like plus 19 in the United States. Or so. Which would be... I think the United States is like -5, -6. Or like the Eastern time zone. So that'll be like plus 13? Or 14, 15, 16. Is this what we're gonna do? Plus 9? Plus 8. Okay. I guess that's sort of how this is gonna go, isn't it? But this is how you learn your time zones, maybe? I don't know. Alright, I think... So these are ordered by population. Let's go to New Zealand, because I think New Zealand is very close to plus 24. Like it may be plus 20 or something. 19. Does it go over 20? 23? 24? Let's do this. Yeah. The order here is all messed up. Is this not how this works? Do I have to say plus 4? Maybe that's how you have to do it. 20 plus 20, 21, 22, 23, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. All right. We're doing good. Okay. So New Zealand and Fiji have 6 million people in their time zone. If you were wondering. Alright, now that we know we need to say plus 12 there, and New Zealand's 12, then China's gotta be like a little bit less than that, right? Like maybe 10? Plus 10? Alright, well, plus 9. Plus 8. I knew that. And then India has to be like +6, +7, +5, +4. This is not a good sign. Is it also +8? That wouldn't make sense, would it? Well, now I don't understand. India, Sri Lanka. Are they in like a half time zone? Maybe this is 7.5. 7 and then 30 seconds. Wait, no, 30 minutes? Not seconds. 6:30. I don't know what to do. 5, 4. Maybe it goes past China for some reason? Nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense anymore. Maybe it's 45 minutes. So 6:45 with a plus at the front. Or maybe it's a 15-minute one. 7:15. 5:15. 4:15. Alright, let's try some 30s in here. Okay, we did it. Plus 5:30 if you wanted to know. India. I didn't think it was that far away from China, but I guess it kind of is. Alright, Central Europe, Western Africa. 800 million, almost. Alright, Central Europe, that's gotta be just a little bit further, so like maybe like +2, or maybe +1. Alright, European Russia, Arabia, and East Africa. East Africa, Arabia. That's, that may be +2. Or 3. This is a very funny quiz, because I'm just trying everything. Alright, Eastern Europe, Middle East, Central and Southern Africa. This is +2. Wait, European Russia. Central and Southern, yeah, +2. Southeast Asia, West Indonesia. Alright, well, China's +8. So, West Indonesia. West Indonesia. That may be +9. Or 10. Or 11. Or none of the above. Alright, we'll skip that one. The Eastern time zone, I'm pretty sure is -5. Yeah. US and Canada. So that's, we got 300,000. Sorry, 300 million. And then close to 300 million is Pakistan, Central Asia, and the Maldives. Maybe this one is 5, since India is 530. Nice. It's cool that -5 and +5 have about the same number of people. It's very symmetric. Symmetrical? Alright, Argentina, Brazil, Falklands, Uruguay, Greenland. 241 million people. So that's just like a little bit east of Eastern time zone. So that may be like -3. Yeah. Central time, US, Canada, Mexico. So that has to be -6. Great. So UTC -5 plus UTC -6 is like 540 million people. That's a good amount of people. Alright, but I think the Eastern Hemisphere has more people than the Western Hemisphere. It seems like. Alright, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Omsk, East Kazakhstan, and Xinjiang. Okay. That's a little east of India, so let's try +5. Wait, no. We already did Pakistan. Oh, +6. I guess east would be more... Yeah. Would be adding to it. Japan and South Korea. Okay. That's close to China. And, I mean, it's east of China. So we could say +9. Okay. Now we have Atlantic time. In Caribbean, Venezuela, Bolivia. Okay. I think this might be just +1 more of Eastern, so +4. Or -4, sorry. Yeah. Oh, Iran has its own time zone. That's so cute. I mean, not like in a patronizing way. I'm just saying it's nice. It's nice for a country to have its own time zone. It looks like Afghanistan does as well. Okay, and there are about 80 million people in Iran. That's a lot of people. So Iran is, like at the start-ish, not the start, but the start-ish of Asia. It's not too far into Asia. It's next to Iraq. How about we go something like plus, right before Pakistan. It kind of makes sense to me. So maybe +4 or 3 or 2 or 1. Okay, Iran. We're gonna come back to Iran. Alright, Pacific time should be -2 from Central time in the US, so -8. Yeah. Myanmar and Cocos Islands. I don't know. But it also occurs to me that maybe Iran doesn't have its own time zone. I mean, it could. I'm just thinking that, well, they'd probably list if there were other countries, but it does just say notable includes. So this isn't all of the countries in these regions, but the most notable that they wanted to include. Myanmar. Okay, Myanmar is like around India, a little east of India, and maybe east of Bangladesh as well. So maybe +7. I like that. Or 630. Okay. I didn't know there were so many like half time zones. Samara, Caucasus, and Gulf. I don't know what that means, to be honest. We'll come back. Mountain time. Your mountain time is next to, or in the middle of, the Central time and the Pacific time. So -6 and -8, so it's -7. Yeah. Afghanistan. Okay, Afghanistan. Are you the No, are you the +6? Where's Pakistan? +4. Let's try that. Or 3? Oh, how about 430? Yes. In Iran, let's try 330. Okay. We are cooking a little bit here. Eastern Australia, Papua New Guinea, Primorsky. That's a fun name. Eastern Australia. Very interesting. Okay. I'm thinking it's around Japan and China. Or maybe closer to Japan, yeah. I mean, where's New Zealand? Did we do New Zealand? +12? How about +11? Or 10? Okay. Alright, Nepal. Oh, wow. Nepal's got one time zone. Or one time zone has Nepal? Okay. How about like +8? Let's just, I threw it out there. Do we already have +8? Oh, that was our first one. It's probably west of that, so... And it's probably like... It's closer to India, I think, actually. India's +530. Maybe this is +545. It is. Oh, that's my favorite guess. Alright, North Korea. So Japan and South Korea are +9, so we'll say North Korea is +845 or 30. Yes. And Central Australia. Well, Eastern Australia was somewhere on here. +10. Central, I'll say +9 or 945. 915. 930. New Caledonia, Solomon Islands, and Vanuatu. That's further east. I think that's further east than New Zealand and Fiji. So we might be at plus 13 already. Or 14. 15. Okay. I don't think we're at 16. Let's go to... I mean, could... No, probably not. Probably not. Let's say like 12:30. Or 15. 45. Maybe 13:30. 15. 40. 45. Maybe 14:30. 15. Alright, last guess. Okay, good try. Good try. Maybe it's not further east. Solomon Islands. Hold on. Not my last try. Let's go 11:30. Oh, it was just 11. Oh, I see. Eastern Australia was 10. I thought that was 11. Alright, French Polynesia, Hawaii, Cook Islands. I'm pretty sure that's -6 from the eastern, so that'll be minus from the eastern US, -11? Or is it plus? Oh wait, no, this is interesting. -11 is the same as plus... Wait, no, that's not right. Is it -11? -10? Yeah, it's -5 from Eastern. Okay. I was about to go crazy. Cabo Verde, Azores, Eastern Greenland. Oh. That's an interesting region. It doesn't have many people. I don't know. I feel like that's west of the UK, right? So it could just be the -1. Yeah. Then we have Alaska and the Gambier Islands. Gambier Islands. I don't know. Alaska has to be like minus... So... The Pacific is -9, is that right? -8. So this has to be -9. Great. Newfoundland, Southeastern Labrador. So that's in Canada. I feel like this could be a fraction. So like -430 or something, because Eastern US is -5. -430. Or like 415. 445. -330. Yeah. Alright, not that many left if this is not very fun for you. This is very fun for me. Samoa and Tonga. Alright, so -12 or +12, I guess. +12 was Fiji, and it's somewhere on here, right here. I think this is further east. I was wrong about the others, but let's say +13. Nice. And then American Samoa and Niue. I think it's further east. They have 55,000 people. We'll say +14. 15? 16. +13, 30. 15. 45. Alright, maybe it's not further east. How about 12, 30? Or 45 or 15? Maybe it's even further east. 14, 30. 15, 45. Alright, well that was a good try. Alright, 9,000 people. Very small area, or a very small number of people. French Polynesia, or the Marquesas Islands. I'm not sure what that is, to be honest. We'll skip that one for now. The Line Islands, Kiribati. Okay, well, I feel like we're gonna do something very similar to what we just did. Like +12, 30. 15, 45, plus 13, 30. I don't know. Maybe Kiribati's not that far. Maybe it's more like plus 11, 30, 10, 30, 15. Okay. I mean, I'm not really sure. Samoa and Tonga. I don't know. I don't know. Plus 13, 30. We'll come back to that. Probably won't. Fernando de Noronha, South Georgia and South Sandwich Islands. Oh, this is a fun one. So there are 2,784 people. Very good. That's a fair number of people. I think this is near South America. And South America was like plus or minus 3? Minus 3 for Argentina, Uruguay. So why don't we say minus 2? Yeah. Okay, the Chatham Islands in New Zealand. Chatham Islands. I'm not sure about this. Do we go plus or minus from 12? Maybe minus. We'll say 11:45. Sorry, 11:45 or 11:30. 15. Let's go plus 15. 30. 45. Okay. All right. There's 600 people there, and 360 people on Lord Howe Island in Australia. Okay. Okay. Well, let's think about this. Australia. Where is Lord Howe Island? I don't know. I don't know. But maybe it's on like Western Australia-ish? So that would be like plus 9, plus 8, something. Maybe. I don't know. plus 9, 30, 45, 15. Alright, I'll do one more guess here. We'll say 8:45, 8:30, 8:15. I'm sorry, just one more try here. It's plus 10:30. That was it. And Eucla, Australia, unofficial, 200 people. I feel like I've heard of this. This one might be the 9:45. 9 or plus 9:45. 15? 30? I really thought that was right. I was feeling good about that. We'll say 10:45. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not. Maybe it doesn't end in a 5 or a 0. Maybe they're feeling a little crazy. And it's like plus 9:40 or something. 9:40. Could you imagine though if that was right? Okay. And then Howland Island, Baker Island, uninhabited. I don't know what to guess. It's USA, but I don't know. Southeast Asia, West Indonesia. I feel like we can get this one. This might be the last one we get. West Indonesia. So that's around Thailand. Is Thailand on here somewhere? I don't know. Maybe like Myanmar. Where's Myanmar? Plus 630. What if we did like plus 7? Okay. And then I feel like that's probably good for now. Kiribati I'm kind of sad about, but I'm gonna give up. We got 85% in 22 minutes and 37 seconds. Alright. Samara was in plus 4. Okay. That's... I don't know where that is, to be honest. Plus 4. Plus 330 is Iran. I feel like they were missing something. Why does it just say Gulf? It shouldn't say like Gulf of something. Or something Gulf. The Persian Gulf, maybe, is what they meant? I don't know. Alright, and then American Samoa was minus 11. I'm surprised I didn't try that. I thought it was further east, I guess, than it was. Wait, minus 11. I said plus. I didn't try any minuses. I didn't realize they were behind and not in front. That's very confusing. It would be very confusing to live in American Samoa, I think. Because you're right next to, like, you're very close to Samoa, which is plus 13, and you're 24 hours difference, but you're really close to them. That's gotta be very confusing. And it's interesting that they're right next to each other in the population as well. And there's not very many people in either spot. I find that very interesting. Like this is the border right here. Because this is the difference of 24. And the highest plus and the lowest minus. Okay. Actually, no, this is the highest plus. It goes over 24 hours. Minus 11 to plus 14. Hold on a second. I'm confused about that. Alright. Eucla was 8:45, not 9:45? Silly? Okay. Then 12, minus 12. Wait, it goes down to minus 12? That's 26 hours. Hold on a second. It goes from plus 14 to minus 12. This is blowing my mind. How does that work? Maybe it doesn't have to be 24 hours. I don't know. Alright. Yep, that's that. I hope you enjoyed the last 24-ish minutes of guessing time zones in order of population. Next up, we're gonna look at TimeGuessr, and we'll do the daily. And we need to figure out where and when this picture was taken. So, very, very quickly, I'm seeing... We can zoom... Wait, we lost it. Okay. The North Korean flag is right here. And we got a camera. And we got a camera. A video camera, even. So that's gotta be pretty new. I don't know when those started being made. I don't know when this cigarette was made. But let's just go to North Korea and see what we want to... Where we want to go. Probably Pyongyang. That seems good. I feel like this is kind of recent. Like, not recent, but old recent. So, like, I don't know. They could have these video cameras in the 80s, I think, right? Maybe like 1981. Or this could be like the Korean War, though. Wasn't that in the 70s? I don't know when that was. That's sad. It might have been the late 70s. I'll say 1978. Oh. It was 1989. It was more recent. A North Korean army office filming a meeting through a window at the Military Armistice Commission Conference Hall on the Korean DMZ. Oh, I see. I see. Well, now you know. We get some points. Alright, the Fraser River. This seems American. And I mean, it's a very nice picture. Whoever took this picture, well done. I don't know if you're with us anymore, but well done, well done. You know what? I don't think this is America anymore. This says British Columbia. And what does this say? I'm like, does this say Washington State? Because maybe this is the border of British Columbia with Washington. That kind of makes sense to me. And maybe there's a Fraser River, like right somewhere over here. I don't know. Or maybe we're just in... I don't know. Maybe we're just in British Columbia. It would be nice if we had a compass, so if we knew we were going north to south or east to west. That's what compasses are good for. Fraser River. It's interesting how it like wraps around like this. Maybe there's a river. That doesn't make sense though. Maybe this is a river. Oh. Yes. This is the river I was thinking of. Maybe like right here. Maybe over here somewhere. The start of the golden... What does that say? I lost it. I think it's a Golden Ears Bridge. Yeah. Maybe this is that. I don't know. There's another option, I think. The Portman Bridge. I don't know. There are some options. There are too many options. Oh no. I mean, I don't see any ears on this bridge. But I mean, you gotta stick with the ones that brought you, right? So we're going with the Golden Ears Bridge, and I think personally that this is in the 50s because of these cars. Maybe it's like 1953, 1957. Oh, what's the bridge way over here? Cars crossing over the Fraser River in Vancouver over the Pattullo Bridge. Oh, all right. This is where a compass would have been nice, because we would have gotten it. Alright, next round. Oh. Okay, so this is like a TV studio of sorts. Can we, like, look over your shoulder here? You got some Pampers ads or something like that? I don't know. Now, I'm looking at this, and I see, like, Windows... Maybe XP, maybe 95? What, 98? That could be Windows 98. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just XP. A very square computer screen. I love it. I love the square computer screen. I don't know why those went out of style. And look at these cars, or these phones. This makes me think it's Windows 98. Or Windows 95 even. Because these are pretty old phones. What does all this say? NOS Studio Sport. 10th of November. Okay, what year? At 5:05. Okay. We also have to look at this language. I don't know what language this is. New Zealand. China. Premier League. Oh, I think I know this show. Are these not Kit Kats? Cheez-Its or Cheese Nips? I always hated the Cheese Nips, but the Cheez-Its were very good. I have to say. Okay, and yeah. You know, I feel like if I could see the bottom right of your screen here, I might see the date. I don't know. Or just a time. But in any case, I think we can make a guess. We'll say like 1997-ish. I'm not totally sure. It could be a little bit later. And then the language is confusing me very much. So it says NOS Studio Sport. What does the NOS stand for? Could this be like Swedish? Or Finnish? Norway. Wait, maybe Norway. Nordic? Is that what you say? Maybe this is just Oslo. We'll say that. We'll say Oslo 1997. That's my guess. I'm embarrassed that I don't know this language. But we'll guess. Norwegian is the word I was thinking of, not Nordic. That was very funny. Okay. It was 2006. Guys, 1997 called, because that's what I guessed. They want their phones back. Okay, well, I guess it was Windows XP. That's... I don't know. I don't know. Okay, well... it was not, Norwegian, I guess. I guess it was more so... Dutch? Dutch throws me off every time, I have to say. I don't know if I could live in Netherlands just because of the language. It just confuses me so much. Alright, 3 workers tracking live sports scores at a sports statistics firm. Oh. Didn't know those existed. In the Netherlands. Well. I see. Oh. Okay. Brimsveit Tom. Okay, I see the AE. The AE is interesting. It's like one letter or 2 letters merged into one letter. Is that like a Danish thing? Maybe? I'm not sure. And it also says .ke-gp. I don't know what that means. Alright, they are very interested in whatever's happening here. Maybe it's the start of a rail? Something to Switzerland. Back to Switzerland. Okay. Back to Switzerland. National something something. So, I mean, it doesn't mean we're in Switzerland. We're just sending something to Switzerland. I would say. Because it does seem like we're leaving, right? It doesn't seem like we're arriving. Because if they were turned to the left, I feel like we would be arriving. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, this doesn't seem like Switzerland. It seems more like Germany. Or Denmark. I guess we could send something from Denmark to Switzerland. Or Hamburg. There's this river here. There's that water. It's really not clear to me. But the water and all this, you know, I feel like this could be Hamburg. But Brimsveit. I mean, that just seems Danish to me. It does. I think it just sounds like it. I don't speak Danish, but you know, I'm pressing the button right there. Let's just say something. We're going to Switzerland, going back to Switzerland, and what is this flag? This does not look like a flag, I know. So, I don't know what year this is. I'm clueless. I'm very clueless. The cars make me think it's more so like the late 60s, 68. 1990. It was Hamburg. I thought it looked like Hamburg. Okay. SLM steam locomotives, which operated in Switzerland before being sold to Vietnam. Okay, it was, I guess, the Vietnam flag in 1947. Okay. And being sent back to Switzerland through the port of Hamburg. Oh my gosh, I see. Oh, that's so confusing. 1990. Why is it in black and white? That just confused me. Very much, very much. It does look like Hamburg though. I should have just gone with my gut. Oh. Is this present day California? Gosh. I get my news through TimeGuessr. What about you? So this was like the Palisades, and I say was, I feel like it's still going on. Where a ton of homes and just a lot of stuff got set on fire very quickly. It was very sad. It still is very sad. I've seen videos and it's rough. But anyways, let's look over here. I feel like it's close to over here somewhere. I'm just not sure. We can click somewhere in the middle. I think would be smart. There we go. Alright, got spot on. Oh, it got closer to Los Angeles very recently, I think, too. Or maybe that was where it was before. I think that I was just off by a jump. Okay. Gosh. Firefighters watching a helicopter drop water over the Palisades fire in Santa Monica Mountains of Los Angeles. Yep. That is an incredible photo. Alright, final score 35,320. Well done. Well done. Alright. Well, that was TimeGuessr. I hope you liked it. We did pretty well, I think. Alright, this game is called Travle, and we need to figure out a path from Estonia to Syria. I really like travel, so we have to go from country to country. We could go from Estonia to like Russia, and then go Russia through like, I don't know, some of these countries. Or we could say like Estonia, Lithuania, Latvia, Belarus, Ukraine. I think that takes too long. So let's start with Russia. Okay. Thanks for taking up our entire map, Russia. And see, we're already very close. Now, could we say like, I don't know. Let's just say Georgia. Let's go with our first gut. Georgia, and then Turkey? Turkey? Oh, that was it. Okay. Yeah. It looks so interesting from this point of view, like looking at a globe projection. I don't know what projection this is, but it is very satisfying, I have to say. I mean, there's the North Pole right there. So we go east to Russia, even though it looks southeast on this map, and then south to Georgia, south to Turkey, south to Syria. Oh, they have a trivia round now. Okay. Match the flags to the countries. Drag the flags to their matching countries. 2 check marks and 4 X's means you have 2 correct and 4 wrong. Okay. Alright, well, I think we can say Georgia is this one. Turkey is correct. Syria is up here. Wait, no. Sorry. Estonia is up here. And then Syria is right here. And I think this is right. Yay! Alright, I mean, it's just simple trivia. Very good. And let's do the weekly challenge as well. Today I'd like to go from Vietnam to North Korea along the border of the People's Republic of China. So yeah, the border. The border. Oh, here's the border. Okay. And then the border. Okay. I mean, can we say China? Is that obvious? I'm very confused. Doesn't Vietnam along the border, not within the border, I guess? That means we have to go west and north and east, I think. Alright, well, let's get started. I'll say Laos, not Lasso. Okay, and then... Wow. Maybe we can say... Bhutan? Well, I mean, it's green, at least. I don't know if I can zoom in, no. Alright, well, how about Thailand? I'm sorry. Well, I feel like there's a country that's just exempt from my brain right now. Myanmar? Okay, I didn't know that went so far north. Okay, but Myanmar. That's quite the border too. Alright, now we go here. What country goes right here? Is this like a crazy India situation where it like wraps around? It is. but not all the way. It gets broken up by Nepal, I think this is. Nepal? Okay. We're on to something now. Alright. Now, China borders maybe Pakistan right here? Okay, just a little bit. And I don't know if Afghanistan goes in that much, but it might. Oh. That's not how you that's not how you spell it. Okay, let's just click on it. Oh, it does, just a tiny bit. Now this is where it gets interesting. I'm not sure about the stands. The stands are, other than Afghanistan and Pakistan, they're sort of like one country for me, besides also Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan. The rest, the four in the middle, are difficult. I think it might be Tajikistan. We'll make that our guess at least. It is, okay, and then maybe Uzbekistan, no, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, what's the other one? Or maybe it's just Kyrgyzstan? No, maybe it's, no. There's another one, right? We'll say Kyrgyzstan. Okay, wow. And then Kazakhstan. I'll spell it. There we go. And then Russia, I think? Are you kidding me? It's that much? That's really funny. Wait, so Russia, I guess Mongolia. Wow. Oh, that was it. Nice. Top 57%. I'll take that. I want to look at it some more. Alright, Russia is also up here. I have to say, this was one of my favorite weeklies in travel. was very fun. So we did 14, 13 guesses. Okay, that's good. Alright, well that was Travel Weekly. Our last quiz will be this one. It's a US states trivia logic puzzle. Can you use trivia and logical reasoning to name the US states that go in each box? Okay, kind of cryptic, but let's take a look. Alright, so it's a minefield, so wrong answers will end the quiz. Very scary. Okay, and we'll go practice mode. But let's just try. Alright, let's see here. So A2 says Virginia. Okay. Find Connecticut in E2 and Georgia in E3. Okay. Connecticut in E2. And then Georgia. So far so good. Alright, and then E2 gave us a new clue, which is the smallest state by area is in D5 and the largest in A4. Alright, well the largest is Alaska. So let's put Alaska over here. And I feel like the smallest is Rhode Island. I don't think there's one smaller. So we'll say D5 is Rhode Island. Alright, so far so good. Alright, E3 says that every state in row 1 borders Canada. So all of these border Canada at the top. That might be useful at some point. And A4, or Alaska, says all states in column F border the Atlantic, except for F5. Alright, well, that means that F1 borders Canada and the Atlantic. So it could be Maine? Maybe it has to be Maine? I'm not totally sure. No, I think it does have to be Maine. It borders the Atlantic and Canada. Yeah. Alright, let's keep going in order. We got Rhode Island after Alaska. Concord is the capital of B2. And Lansing of D4. Okay. I have to think about my capitals now. I think Lansing is Michigan. So we'll put that one right there. And D4. I can't remember Concord. I was thinking Connecticut, but that might be Hartford. Right. F1 says that California aside, Rhode Island is the only adjacent to states bordering Lake Michigan. Okay. California aside. So, that means, I guess that California is C5 or E5, and the other one, it borders Lake Michigan. Okay. That's fine. I don't know. It could be like Ohio? Does that border Lake Michigan? I'm not really sure. That might be Lake Erie. Lake Michigan. Is that Wisconsin? It's a great question. Alright, well, Concord. I really want to get B2. I'm pretty sure it's not Connecticut. Concord. It's not Delaware. It's not Massachusetts. It's not Vermont or New Hampshire. I'm just like eliminating everything I know, of course. New Jersey is Trenton. Maryland is something. It's not Concord though. New York, Pennsylvania, not Ohio. I thought it was one of the northeastern states. I really did. But nothing is ringing a bell. So Can we figure something else out? Also, like, Connecticut is already here, so we can't even pick Connecticut. Okay. Every state in column A borders the Pacific. I feel like I didn't see that before. Oh, besides Virginia. Okay, so A1 borders the Pacific and Canada. Therefore, A1 is Washington. Okay, we're back into it. Alright, the Red Sox are based in a state which shares a diagonal with the land of Lincoln. Okay, so the Red Sox are in Massachusetts, and I feel like the land of Lincoln is either Illinois or Kentucky. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure he was born in one of those places. But I don't know if this is where he was born or just called the land of Lincoln. Okay. There's also Nebraska, which has a capital that's Lincoln. So that makes things a little bit more confusing. But I don't know if that helps us currently. I'm pretty sure we need to know the capital, or what capital Concord is of. Is it Vermont? Vermont, Concord, Vermont. Doesn't sound right to me. Concord. We do have some more Canada ones up here. Massachusetts does not border Canada, so it's not up here. And then, so it could be somewhere else. It has to be. New Hampshire. What's the capital of New Hampshire? I gotta brush up on my capitals. I haven't needed to know this in a long time. Okay. So I'm thinking that Montpelier is the capital of Vermont. But I still can't think of New Hampshire. Alright, after a few minutes of thinking, I'm going to guess Concord is in New Hampshire. Or is the capital of New Hampshire. Let's try it. B2 is New Hampshire. Oh, I'm so happy that's right. It was a process of elimination. Alright, the four most populous states are in C1 to C4 in some order. Well, thanks. C1 to C4. So these four. But this one borders Canada. Is that New York, maybe? New York borders Canada. Wait, New York does border? It does border Canada. Then I feel like I sort of guessed Maine, because I think New York also borders the Atlantic, right? Wait, and column 5 border the Atlantic. Wait. Yeah, this could have been New York then, I think. Okay. So this could be New York. What are the other most popular states? California? I think so. California, New York, Texas, maybe? I think Texas is barely populated. Florida? I'm really not sure. I feel like New York is probably C1. We'll say New York here. Because it's gotta be one of the most populated, right? Yeah. Alright, the Grand Canyon State, Arizona, is in D2. Alright, Arizona. And the only island state is in row 3. So Hawaii is somewhere in here. In the 3rd row. Alright, and then we got... in D2, we got the Phillies are based in F5. That's Philadelphia. Philadelphia Phillies. Which is in Pennsylvania. I almost put in Philadelphia. Pennsylvania. And then the Cubs are in... wait, the Brewers are in E4. That's Milwaukee, which is in Wisconsin. Let's see. E4, Wisconsin. Okay. And the Cubs are in C5. That's Chicago, which is in Illinois. Very good. Okay, so we just got F5. So North and South Dakota are in the same column. That might be useful. And let's see. E4 was also one. Find a golden state in row 4. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking here. Oh, this was also Lake Michigan, right? Rhode Island is only adjacent to the states bordering Lake Michigan. So I think it counts diagonals as well. So this is California aside, so that still matches that. California. Okay, and then the Cubs are in C5. No clue in C5. But C4 says that the states in row 1 are in reverse alphabetical order. Okay. So Washington, something between W and N. And then something between N and M. Well, that's interesting. That's so N or M right here. Can we figure that out? I don't know. I hope so. Well, it does say North and South Dakota are in the same column, and North Dakota does border Canada. So one of these could be North. Wait, no, not one of those. This one could be North Dakota. That's possible. I don't think it's necessary. Alright, well, I'm looking at this, and it said that somewhere that the island state, so Hawaii, is in row 3. So I don't think it could be C3 because this is one of the most populous states. And I don't think Hawaii is in the Atlantic Ocean. So it can't be F3. That leaves D3, B3, and A3. And I think something also said that column A borders the Pacific right here. So that could be Hawaii. And Hawaii, Alaska, we can't say California, and Oregon. That might be the only states that border. Hawaii, Alaska, Washington, Oregon, and California. So that might mean that this is Hawaii, A3. Because there's nothing left. Okay. Every state beginning with South is in this quiz. Okay. And in the same row. South Dakota and South Carolina. Okay. My gut is that South Carolina is right here on the Atlantic. And then South Dakota is right here. And then North Dakota right here. That's my gut, but I don't think it's definite based on the information we have. But I mean, we do have Rhode Island is adjacent to a state bordering Lake Michigan. So there's one more state here. Is it Indiana? I'm not sure, really. I don't know my Lake Michigan. I don't know it at all, to be honest. We already have Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois. Okay, those 3. There's one more. It could be Indiana. I don't know if I want to guess it though. It's risky because if you get it wrong, you lose. You can't. You have to start over. And I don't think I'm gonna start over. I think when I lose, I'm just gonna end. But let's see. We could go back to this, which is kind of interesting. It could be so these are in reverse alphabetical order in the top row. So it could be Washington, North Dakota, New York, And then maybe Montana? They need to be, they need to border, Canada. It can't, well, this could be Vermont. I feel like Vermont borders Canada. So, I don't know. And then, what other states border Canada? Maybe there's Idaho, but it can't fit on here because it's, after or before Maine in alphabetical order. There's also Minnesota. So it could be North Dakota, Montana, then Minnesota. I think that's possible. It might be what I go for. Either that or Indiana down here. Okay, I'm not feeling confident, but mainly because Vermont, it might border Canada, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna say North Dakota is B1. Okay, well, I'm a little disappointed that it didn't give us any more information, but if North Dakota is here, then I think necessarily this has to be Montana. Right? No, yeah, Montana and then Minnesota. Alright, thanks. And then Minnesota right here. Boise is the capital of B4. Okay, then we'll say Idaho right here. B4, yep. Oh no, that's not good. I was hoping for another clue. So, I think we do know something. We know North Dakota and South Dakota are in the same column somewhere. It says that, yeah, right here. So we'll say, I mean, that means South Dakota can be B3 or B5, but there was something else. It was every state beginning with the South is in the same row. But I feel like South Carolina is going to be in F3. I don't know if it has to be though. So I'm a little worried about that. Maybe it does. It's either B3 or B5. South Carolina is not in, South Carolina does not border Lake Michigan. And South Carolina does not border the Pacific Ocean. So it can't be in the last row. And South Carolina does border the Atlantic Ocean. So it's in F3, and South Dakota is in B3. Okay, South Carolina. Okay, I was hoping for more information, but that's okay. Now, C1 through C4 are the 4 most populous states. Texas, I think, is our next, the next one. Maybe Florida? I'm not sure, really. I don't know what's after Texas, or what's after California and New York, really. I am realizing that Oregon has to be in A5, I'm pretty sure, because of the Pacific Ocean thing. It's the reason I said Hawaii was in A3, because it was the only one left. Nice. Every state beginning with new is featured in this quiz. Huh. New. So New York, New Mexico, New Hampshire. Are there others? New Mexico is the one we don't have. But it's not in the last column, not in F. I don't think it's here or here. So it's in D3, E5, or B5. But it's not in E5 because it doesn't border Lake Michigan. So D3 or B5. So I don't know if there's any more information. I mean, there is this, the Red Sox are based in a state which shares a diagonal with the land of Lincoln. And that's making me think, it's confusing me, first of all. But I'm thinking that I don't know if Illinois can be the land of Lincoln. Because we can't share a diagonal, or Massachusetts can't share a diagonal, you know? Because there's no diagonals left in Illinois. So maybe it's Kentucky, which means that Kentucky is... They can't be here. Kentucky would have to be over here. Or Nebraska. Maybe Nebraska is the land of Lincoln, because Lincoln lived in Nebraska. I don't know. Kentucky or Nebraska? Neither are very populous. But Massachusetts would have to be one of the most populous in that case. This is blowing my mind. I don't understand. But I mean, Massachusetts has to be somewhere that can share a diagonal with the land of Lincoln. So maybe we already have the land of Lincoln somewhere. I don't really know. It's not Georgia. It's not Wisconsin. I don't think it's Michigan. Is there any information on D3? Besides that New Mexico can be B5 or D3. New Mexico is not the land of Lincoln either. I'm pretty sure it's Kentucky. Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. It might be wrong, and the quiz would be over, but we need to be prepared for that. I think Kentucky is the land of Lincoln, and I think that means that we need Massachusetts to be the fourth-ish most populated state. Which is kind of surprising. Would be surprising to me, but it could be true. So that would mean that Massachusetts is C2, Kentucky is D3, and Texas is C3, New Mexico is B5. Now, which one of those do we want to put first? Maybe Massachusetts in C2. Okay, that was wrong. And they don't give you the answer. That's not good. Well, we got a good score. Let's just see if we can find the answer, because I'm very interested. We'll do a replay. And let's see. I want to put like Texas right here. And it doesn't give us any more information. But that's very interesting. It just means that we need... So I think Rhode Island was here, so we're also going to try Indiana right here. Let's try that. That was right. D3, Montpelier is the capital of Vermont. Okay, but that doesn't give us any more information. It does, sort of, because it means New Mexico is not there. So New Mexico is here. Right, but that also doesn't give us information. Maybe I think I remember where things are. Let me just refill all this in, and we'll try to finish this. Alright, so I think we're back where we were, except with some new information like Indiana and Vermont, Texas, and Mexico. But we need 3 more. There's F2, F4, and C2. We know F2 and F4 are like on the Atlantic Ocean. So it could be Massachusetts over here, which would mean that I don't think land of Lincoln is Minnesota or Georgia. These 2 diagonals. So I feel like Indiana might have to be the land of Lincoln. So this would be Massachusetts right here. And I'm trying to remember what other information we have. There's another state on the Atlantic, and then Florida might be the fourth, or one of the four most populated. That's my thinking. I don't know which one I want to make, which guess I want first. Maybe Massachusetts once again. If this is wrong, I'll be sad, but I was wrong. Okay. What is the land of Lincoln? I'm just gonna look that up, and then we'll figure out the last ones. Okay, so I looked it up, and it does say that Illinois is the land of Lincoln. Oh, you know what? It also says that it shares a diagonal. I was thinking it was adjacent as well, but I think that means Illinois is the land of Lincoln, and F2 is Massachusetts. I have to know what the answer is. Massachusetts here. And then the Lone Star State in row 3, Texas. We got that already, so that wasn't really very helpful, was it? And I think we're gonna say this is Florida. And it wasn't helpful at all. Okay, which one was the last one? F4? I don't... Did we have information on F4 anywhere? Yeah, besides that's on the Atlantic. South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia? How about Virginia? No. Okay. Okay, so I think I forgot about New Jersey. Which means New Jersey has to be here. New Jersey. Yes. Okay. That fills in everything, even though you can't see it. We had everything except New Jersey and Massachusetts filled in at one point. As well as Florida up here. So you can imagine everything else filled in if you want. But we'll give up. There we go. That was fun. I like this quiz. The logic quizzes are always a good time on Sporkle. But that was our last one. So I hope you enjoyed this longer video to help you sleep or relax or study, whatever you decide to use this video for. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.